So Mendeecees has been cheating on Yandy since they got on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And I know a couple of women that he was looking at when I was over at T High's house about a year ago. Let me tell you something. Yandy ain't exciting him no more. Let me tell you something. Mendeecees is cheating on Yandy, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Are you getting this? Are you following me? The AA show is reporting live, loud, and proud, honey. And I got calls from people on the show. I've gotten calls from people in the street. Yandy, Mendeecees is cheating on you.
And now the truth prevails because, Tamar, what the hell you mean you woke up in a pool of blood and don't remember what the hell happened to you? Let's make this clear real fucking quick. When a story don't make sense at all, there's something being withheld. And for her to come on this platform expressing how she woke up in a pool of blood and don't know what happened to her, you're lying. And it's clear you're trying to control the damage that you caused. Now we know why you woke up with a fractured nose and had to reach out to Dr. Heavenly. And now we also know why Funky Geneva said,
"Y'all, Mandy just got caught slipping hard, and now Yandy is out here losing her entire mind behind this mess." Folks have been ringing the alarm for months about Mendeecees allegedly stepping out on Yandy, and he's even been called out for cheating right on Love and hip hop. But Yandy kept brushing it off, standing 10 toes down on her marriage, no matter what anyone had to say. Because apparently Mendeecees wasn't just sneaking around. People claim he was out here publicly cozying up with Tamar Braxton at a party. And if that wasn't wild enough, the word on the street is that they even left the club together and headed back to her place. Yandy is absolutely losing it. It's one thing for Mendeecees to creep on the low, but embarrassing her in front of the whole world? She's not having it. And she's allegedly warning Tamar to back off before things get real messy. Everything kicked off when Tamar Braxton dropped a cryptic message on IG, claiming she almost died on Sunday. The gag is, the day before, she had been out celebrating Funky Geneva's birthday, smiling, partying, dancing, just living life like everything was sweet. But by Sunday, Tamar says she woke up in a pool of blood with severe face injuries, missing 4 teeth, and dealing with a fractured nose. She said she could barely move. And here's where it gets even more unsettling. Tamar claims she has no idea what even happened to her. And Funky Geneva, who was allegedly with her all night, also says he doesn't know what went down. And let's talk about the way Mendeecees referred to Tamar as that lady, like they weren't just hanging out days before celebrating his birthday together. That rubbed a lot of people the wrong way.
Y'all want to know what all the hell going on, bitch? I want to know what's going on too, bitch, okay? The lady got on the internet and said she almost died. Now listen, let me just go ahead and get this out the way, okay, before we even get to the top of the show. I don't know what happened to the lady. Okay, for those of y'all that don't know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out. We went out Saturday night. We went to the Roof Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, "Let's turn up for your birthday." We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video, y'all.
It came off cold, like he was trying to distance himself after the fact. Meanwhile, Tamar let fans know she's in recovery right now and will probably need some medical work done to fix the damage. But beyond that, she's staying quiet about what actually went down. Nobody from that night has said a word either, which has the internet doing what it does best, connecting the dots. Online folks have been throwing around all kinds of theories. Some say Tamar might have partied too hard and blacked out, while others think she may have been set up and doesn't want to expose the people involved. But now that it's come out who Tamar was really hanging with that night, everything starts to sound a whole lot different. According to reports, Saturday night Tamar was out for Funky Geneva's birthday celebration and made a stop at V12 Lounge, a well-known Atlanta hotspot on Spring Street owned by Quo. Sources claim that Mendeecees popped up there too, and word is, he and Tamar were real cozy the whole time. Witnesses even said that around 1 a.m., Tamar invited Mendeecees and a few others back to her place to keep the night going, and they all rolled out together. Here's the kicker. That was the same night Tamar ended up waking up injured and not knowing what happened. So, of course, people online are side-eyeing the situation, saying maybe this...
So, tell me what day, tell me when. I'll be back on 8th, and I'm planning on coming to New York a few days after I return. So just tell me when, what day you thinking, like around the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, the 15th, like what day you have in mind, so, I can start planning things around it.
Wasn't just some random accident. Some are even whispering that Yandy might have sent a little warning shot to Tamar for getting too close to her husband. To give this whole situation some context, things between Yandy and Mendeecees haven't exactly been smooth lately. Their marriage has been hanging by a thread for a minute now. Mendeecees has been called out multiple times for allegedly stepping out on Yandy, and the receipts haven't been pretty. Even vlogger Tasha K jumped in on the drama, dropping what she claimed were audio recordings from a woman who said she'd been involved with Mendeecees behind Yandy's back. So, with that history, it's no surprise that people are side-eyeing this whole Tamar situation and wondering if it's the final straw for Yandy. And if that wasn't enough, Alexis Sky's friend even hopped on Instagram live spilling some serious tea. She flat out said that Mendeecees has been creeping on Yandy for a long time and told Yandy straight up to open her eyes and see what's really going on. Even on Love and Hip Hop, we've seen glimpses of this play out. Yandy nearly got into it with one of Jasmine's friends after they hinted that Mendeecees had been sliding through the club.
They said that before the incident happened, Tamar and Mendeecees were spotted at a club together all hugged up. And allegedly, girl Yandy found out because she put an air tag in Mendeecees' asshole. They said she tracked his location back to Tamar house, and she pulled up to Tamar house and waited for them to get home from the club. And they said when Tamar pulled up that driveway, Yandy was standing barefoot, greased up with Vaseline, ready to attack. And they said she didn't have all her sympathy frozen.
To flirt with another woman, one of the same girls rumored to be involved with him. Apparently, the girl's been scared to come forward, but folks claim it's been happening for a while now. So imagine Yandy already dealing with all these cheating allegations, both on screen and off, and then seeing her husband out in public getting cozy with Tamar Braxton. Yeah, that's a hard look to defend. Now, Tamar's been trying to downplay the whole situation, saying there's nothing romantic going on and that she and Mendeecees are only close because he's supposedly helping her with a visual project. But chilly, the body language told a different story. Word on the street is that Yandy isn't buying it at all, and she's warning Tamar to keep her distance before things turn real ugly. And honestly, a lot of people online are taking Yandy's side on this one. They're saying Tamar should have known better, because everyone knows getting involved with a married man never ends well. And this ain't even new territory for Tamar. OGT lovers remember when she allegedly got into that infamous elevator fight with Jermaine Dupri's mother after being accused of messing around with her husband. The story goes that Tamar's screams could be heard all the way down the hallway. I know, that's some vintage gossip, but still, Tamar's name has been linked to married men before, and this situation just adds fuel to that fire. These days, Tamar's been giving lay it low and spread it wide energy, and honestly, I hate to see it. Because deep down, she knows exactly what's going on. This just might be one of those nights where things went too far and backfired badly. But what do y'all think? Did Tamar really cross the line with Mendeecees? And did Yandy possibly pull up to set the record straight? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay out of other people's marriages. Now, if you've been anywhere near reality TV land over the last decade, you already know these three names carry heavy history. Yandy and Mendeecees have been the face of love, loyalty, and long-distance struggle ever since Love and Hip Hop New York first aired. Their journey from music manager and rapper to husband and wife looked picture-perfect for years. But as fans quickly learned, behind the glitz and hashtags were cracks that only kept widening. So when whispers began floating around that Mendeecees had been seen out in Atlanta acting a little too friendly with none other than Tamar Braxton, the internet did what it always does, exploded. Screenshots started flying, fan pages began dissecting every single video clip, and suddenly Yandy found herself trending for all the wrong reasons. But before we dive into the mess, let's rewind for a little context. Yandy and Mendeecees' love story has been anything but simple. From the early days, Yandy was his ride or die, sticking by him through legal trouble, time behind bars, and public scrutiny. She built an empire while holding her family together. And to her credit, she's always projected strength, that unbothered, focused, and faithful energy that fans admired. Still, rumors of infidelity have followed Mendeecees for years. He's faced accusations on screen and off, and while Yandy has usually brushed them off or handled them privately, there's only so much a person can take before the patience starts running thin. Fast forward to 2025. Tamar Braxton, singer, reality star, and controversy magnet, has been on her own roller coaster. She's been open about her ups and downs, from career highs to public heartbreaks. But this latest story put her right back in the gossip spotlight. According to multiple sources, Tamar was recently spotted at a club event in Atlanta celebrating a friend's birthday. Nothing unusual there until fans noticed Mendeecees showing up at the same venue, chatting with Tamar, laughing, and even leaving around the same time. At first, people brushed it off as coincidence. But the internet has receipts for everything. Photos surfaced showing them standing close together, whispering in each other's ears, and seemingly enjoying each other's company more than just casual acquaintances would. Within hours, blogs were posting side-by-side screenshots with captions like, "Yandy, come get your man," and "Tamar's not letting the streets rest." Now, whether or not there's any truth behind these claims, the optics alone were enough to spark outrage. Fans started digging deeper, pulling up old interviews, past rumors, and even resurfacing clips from Love and Hip Hop that hinted at possible cracks in Yandy and Mendeecees' marriage. And let's be honest, Yandy's been trying to keep it together publicly. She's built her brand on grace and professionalism. But this? Seeing her husband's name tied to Tamar Braxton, a woman known for stirring the pot and making headlines, that hit different. Reports started claiming that Yandy wasn't staying silent this time. According to insiders close to the situation, she allegedly reached out privately first, trying to get clarity on what really went down that night. But as the gossip kept growing, she finally decided to draw a public line in the sand, warning Tamar, "Keep your distance from my marriage." That warning was all it took for social media to go wild. Half the fans sided with Yandy, applauding her for standing up for herself after years of loyalty. The other half defended Tamar, saying she's constantly dragged into messy stories because of her fame and outspoken personality. Meanwhile, Mendeecees? Quiet. Not a single post, not a single comment. Just radio silence, which, of course, made the speculation worse. Because in celebrity land, silence speaks volumes. But to really understand why this situation has people glued to their phones, we have to talk about the pattern. This isn't the first time Yandy's marriage has been tested by cheating rumors, and it's definitely not the first time Tamar's been linked to somebody else's man. The overlap between their histories made this story irresistible to gossip watchers. See, fans still remember when Yandy clashed with other women on Love and Hip Hop who claimed Mendeecees was being less than faithful. There were receipts, accusations, even on-camera confrontations, but Yandy always held her head high. She said she believed her husband, focused on her kids, and ignored the noise. That's what makes this new rumor sting so much more. Because this time, the other woman isn't just anyone. It's Tamar Braxton, a celebrity powerhouse with her own fan base, her own drama, and a long trail of controversial headlines. So when Tamar posted a cryptic Instagram story about almost dying after a wild night out, people instantly connected the dots. The timeline, the location, and the company she kept that night all seemed to line up. And suddenly,